Hello Leos, welcome to your September, or I'm calling them now mid-month, mid-September readings. We're going to do a deck of cards to look at the balance of the month. We'll use charms as well. I'm doing a deck of cards for like an extra message, additional insights, maybe a loved one sneaks into the reading. So we'll see, we'll just give that opportunity up to them. My timestamp below if you just want to skip ahead to your messages. Otherwise, let's hang out together. Get the cards and the charms here. Last month when we hung out, there was a chance for more stability. That's the conversation. So we'll see. Maybe we'll connect into that journey, or maybe we're going to be looking at another area. We'll see. So I've just been making kind of a pile with the cards that showing to me here, and then once we add the charms, we'll see how their card pattern comes to be. See what message you take away from your pattern as well. So if there is any in there for you, you'll feel it, you'll know it. I don't know why I'm fixing those up already, don't have to. And then we'll get the couple cards here for the additional message. Let's see, what do your angels want to compliment your reading with? A loved one, your soul wants to give you a little extra tidbit here. Okay. I like how those came out like kind of sliding doors. I wonder if we're going to get a peek at your Akashic records here, your life story. Maybe you're at a turning point. Okay, a pivotal moment, a milestone. We'll see here. To see how the charms want to come out. The last sign didn't have too many charms. The sign before that had a wealth of charms, so we'll see how they're moving here. I can still feel movement, so that's why I'm just kind of hovering. Okay. You can hear it. It's in there somewhere. There we go. Okay. All right, so maybe we'll move those two up there. Now we have a leaf, and I was just talking about this being like the book, right? Your soul journey, your story. Turning the page. I'm really getting choked up with this group, this block of signs that I'm reading, or at least the last three here. I've been fussing with my throat chakra. Maybe you're all feeling a bit uneasy this month. Okay, we're just going to get rid of the ones they don't want, and we'll start organizing the cards. Okay. So this one's coming way over here, so maybe it's its own little topic. This one's off to its side, so just kind of let these cascade down like a little waterfall here. There we go. All right. So there's your pattern for the month, it feels like. If there's anything in there for you, maybe you don't see a waterfall, maybe you see something else. Maybe it's just a slide. Maybe it's, someone sitting on a chair. I don't know. To me, it feels more like a waterfall, some kind of, like a tap was turned on, pouring down here. Timestamp, that's what I'm doing. I lost my train of thought there for a second. First my voice, and now my thoughts. I wonder if you've been experiencing that. Have you been, this month so far, have you been just kind of losing time or space, or forgetting why you walked into a room maybe? Okay. Just updated my timestamp. Yes, I'm gonna start here in this kind of random middle card. We have the dream kind of block. I always kind of read it as a stone, and it just flew towards the lightning bolt. So maybe it's not a waterfall. I guess we're meant to climb it. We'll see. And then we have that paired with the maid with love heart. So something that's good intentioned, a intended dream. So this isn't I guess the easiest way to say it's like it's not a selfish dream. It's not like you're hoping to be a billionaire. It's more of I want to be a philanthropist at this scale, and I hope I can become that, right? So it's that kind of type of dream here that they want to touch upon, talk to you about this month. Okay. So we have independence here. So it could be as simple as that. Maybe you're someone who's dreaming of more independence, more freedom, more free time. It could be as simple as that. Just a alleviation of the schedule. It feels pretty consuming here, right? All the emails you have to answer, all the text messages, all the classes or commitments you need to go to. And all you really want to do is kind of sail away here, right? Have a moment to yourself. So it's not a selfish dream to want to have that peaceful time, right? That moment of rest that gives you time to do a hobby. Dreaming of more independence. That's also not a bad, ill-intended dream. So for some reason, they're just keeping me there, just dreaming of sort of that freedom. Leos want some freedom. Okay. Heavy September schedule, I guess, eh? Right beside here, next door, we have peace and love. So a bit of a message of you might be mediating something right now. You might be the peace bringer, right? You might be getting pulled to be, maybe that's what this is, right? Maybe you're getting pulled into something and you don't. You want to remain independent from it, free from it. But it's love, so it's a connection. It's not a stranger. It's a situation, a person, a place you're already aware of. But I feel like for some reason you're the bringer of peace here. I don't know why they're saying that. You're the one that can bring peace. You're the one that is the bringer of peace. Yeah, look, right? She's a member of this family, right? She's more translucent, kind of from the water. So, what do they say? What's the saying? Black sheep of the family. Like, you're the one with the gift to bring the peace and the calmness within the family unit, maybe, or the workplace, whatever it is. You've got the gift to do this, and it's probably going to be called upon. The way the cups here are displaying for me, I'm seeing more of that Tesla kind of energy wave. I'm more so looking up here in this kind of green hue. So it's kind of like you've got the magic touch here to bring some peace, some calmness. And the family is going to call upon you, or the workplace is going to call upon you. The friends circle is going to call upon you to do this. It's kind of your role. I think it's already known to you. That's your role, the peacekeeper, the one who can mediate, the one who can get everyone to just ground, calm down, don't panic. So you're going to have a moment of that in September. Yeah, you might have to alleviate someone's anxiety attack, or like I said, maybe there's stress on a project. You're going to calm that all down. So I'm going to start at the bottom, you know, or at least for now. Maybe I'll go from bottom to top, middle. But I'm going to come here because the lightning bolt is making me read as a finger. It's been pointing at the card. The dream flew over to this card, you know, striking like the lightning bolt, the sudden change. But they want me to start at the bottom, you know, and maybe that's the message to you, is you are going to start at the bottom, right? Maybe this newfound independence or power, authority, autonomy. You know, maybe you're working remotely for the first time. Maybe you're starting a hobby that you've dreamt of. Like, you're going to start at the bottom, right? There's a beginner's message here, right? It's okay to be the beginner. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to be the beginner. Look at you, kind of curled up in the corner here. You know, no one's a kettlebell boot camp champ on day one, right? You kind of have to put in the effort, gain the knowledge, right? The trial and error, the swords here, but it's okay. She's not harmed. She's supported, you know, the donkey here is covering her, got her back, right? You're in a nice place, a nice foundation, a safe space. She's in her safe space. So there's this message of it's okay, or be prepared to start at the bottom. This is where you're meant to be, right? The arrow's pointing there. Your dream is connected to it just starting. It's the first step of the dream. Okay, well, we are starting at the bottom, so we'll start at the bottom. Now, the timing is right now. This is my shining the light on a clock, so the tick-tock, right place, right time, planets are aligned kind of message coming through with this charm. So shining the light. So we have a lightning strike and then a light. You know, the angels are making the sky glow here. They're really placing emphasis. They really want you to realize right place, right time for you. This is where you need to be. This is where you need to start. And starting now. September, fall, back half 2025. Yeah, look at the momentum, right? The chariot. You're going to pick up steam quite quickly. Once these fishies, or horses in the traditional cards, right? Once they start going, just like dog sleds here in Canada, you know, once those huskies start going, the first couple jumps, a little slow, but once the rhythm is in play, you just fly, right? So find your footing, find your rhythm, and you're going to take off. I like how we're kind of climbing up the waterfall here, right? The waves aren't stopping him. Full steam ahead. That's pretty much what the cheetah is here. My wildcat. This is quick change, incoming fast. So the chariot, we've got movement, quick movement. You know, if this is really to like a career choice, maybe it feels like a titled emotion, but it's kind of right place for you to the right level for you to interject yourself, to come in at. Right place, right time, fast movement. Whoa, look at that. Look at that beautiful phoenix. Look at the magic wand, right? The possibility, this new path, this new possibility, this dream that you're going after. Look at you, just brilliant. Like, we're not even at the top card yet, and we're already at the phoenix. What could the top card possibly be if we're at the phoenix? Maybe it's the sun after this. Where are we going? Where's the light at the end of your tunnel? What dream is this? What goal is this that you're about to achieve with some climb, some effort? It's not without effort, but it's going to be quick change, right? You're going to learn fast. I think that's what it is. You know, if you're thinking of being entrepreneurial, you know, you want to create your own company, there's a period of learning, but it's going to be short because you move quick here. This pace here is really quick. Okay. And then we have a beautiful ripple effect here from a previous decision. It could be this decision, because there is time that's passing here. This isn't just the last 2.5 weeks of September. This is sort of start now in September. Time is right to get the momentum, right? Tap into the momentum that's available to you, that's coming up here. So we've got this beautiful ripple effect of a decision. Decision to kind of take that opportunity. Well, look at the celebration at the end. And the light at the end of the road here is a party. Could be the company holiday party where they're announcing your partnership, right? You know, my name's Ashley. So Ashley was such a great hire. In the last 4 months, she's already achieved this. So in January, you know, like those kind of experiences that happen. You can see that happening here. This is making the decision to go out and date again, right? I'm going to try, I'm going to put myself out there, and it doesn't take long for you to meet your match, right? Meet your partner, and here you are. You're already at your wedding. So quick, but be confident because it's meant for you. Maybe that's also the message here. You know, don't be too scared, or don't get thrown off by the speed, the rate of change, because it's right. It's meant to be that way. So freedom, independence, time to yourself, called upon to be a peacekeeper, mediate a little bit, and then some kind of decision, some kind of bet on self here. Are you going to do it? Are you going to take it, Leo? Okay, so what's the additional message going to be all about here? What else is there to say? Okay. So with the sort of transparent leaf here, there's, in the intro I was talking about how the cards came out, felt like either sliding doors or sliding pages, and then when the leaf came out, felt like turning a new leaf, a new chapter, a new possibility. But this is usually a transparency. So I'm an 80s kid, so I'm seeing Romper's Room at the end where they would look through the looking glass and kind of call out your name as a way to connect and engage with the children. So it'd be like, I see Ashley, I see Robert, I see, right? So whatever your name is, I think we are going to your Akashic Records here, because they're saying, I see you, and I see, and now you're going to see, we're going to remind you of what this opportunity is, what this chapter is. Okay. What are they drawing your attention to in your Akashic Records here? Oh, and a click too. So I was drawn to initiation. I was quiet because I was being pulled into initiation when that click happened here. So that's like you taking the first step, right? You're unlocking the door to this path. Might be this this first step here on your waterfall. No, it's a very interesting pairing here of of cards, in that very kind of more heavy scientific. I don't know why I'm reading it that way. It feels very mathematical. You know, I know this is hieroglyphs, but it feels sci-fi in nature, high tech, computer, modern. And then this one's obviously very earthy. You know, with the lotus flower opening up. So we've got this beautiful pairing of like the living and the like, well, I guess it's not living, like, because minerals, metal, It's kind of where they're pulling me here. I don't know why they're trying to show me all the mixture of like earth and then the structure, like the wood and the copper. I don't know if you're about to bring like the beauty of two worlds together. If you have the power of doing that, like I don't know if that's your career route or your personality route. Like you're visionary, right? You have a gift of mixing things, but when you do, has a great effect. And I know in the beginning I was talking about being like a philanthropist, and they're usually visionaries, right? They bring things to communities, they connect people, they can see how one thing can be applied to something else. Maybe you forgot this about yourself. Maybe that's why we're in your Akashic records here, right? This specific page. I'm looking at you. Remember the romper room? I was like, I see you, Ashley. So I see you, Ashley, and this is who you are. You're someone who's a visionary. You're someone who can look at something that's maybe everyone sees it as a pyramid, but you don't see it as that. You see it as a spaceship, right? Like I was seeing this card as scientific and this is earthy. So you have a different view of the world. Your approach is unique. It's different. It's beneficial to more than one party, more than one person. So don't forget that about yourself. Maybe that's why you're kind of in the corner here. Don't forget your like your creative ability, Leos, your ability to bring people together, right? Your ability to see how things are. Like you can almost see those movies where they depict characters and they kind of animate what's going through their head, right? You're unlocking the technical and you're simplifying. You're seeing how two things beautifully come together. You could be a matchmaker, right? however this applies to you, but there was a sense of you forgot this about yourself, Leo. You forgot that you're gifted with this ability, this beautiful, beautiful ability. It might relate to this because I keep coming to this card. Every time I talk about these cards, I keep looking over here, right? Sort of the self-doubt. Maybe it's just the posture, not necessarily connected to this message, but just her posture of unknowing, kind of self-doubt. Who am I, right? The donkey, who am I? Well, this is who you are. Remember what you can do. Remember what you can create. Very creative, very highly intelligent. Yeah, like I'm kind of looking through your eyes here, and I see things different, right? Colors just look different. So maybe you're gifted in the world of graphic design or art, right? Color theory. Like you just pull things together differently. You're able to see how things complement and fit. So a little bit of a reminder of who you are, which is beautiful. And then kind of these two scenarios that seem to be the focus of your month, what will be asked of you and what you want to focus on. And then a nice opportunity here of what sort of the rest of the year could look like or what it's going to look like heading into next year. So let's connect next month and see where you're at.